It's all unloading. It's all unloading.
Hi, I'm Jamie Otis, and tonight on Married at First Sight Unfiltered, I sit down with the couples and ask the tough questions. We'll get into the ups and downs, for better or worse, and find out what it was really like to marry a complete stranger.
It's all unloading. It's all unloading.
Tell us about the advice you received from your friends leading up to making a decision.
Anytime I spoke with any of my friends about this, I mean, they all gave me positive advice, and my friends and myself, our idea was, hey, let's try to make this work. Let's push through it and hope for the best.
The feedback that I got was stay true to yourself, be okay with whatever decision that you make at the end of the day because it's your life.
So what is going through your mind then when it's leading up to making a decision?
At that point, I mean, it's so frustrating to think that, wow, I'm looking forward to moving into this house and to see what happens between Heather and I. And now everything is kind of on hold. I'm waiting kind of indefinitely. So I just felt like there's all these opportunities and all this potential, and we're just turning our back on it after 10 days. Like, I've never been the type of person to do that. But it takes two people to try to work towards something.
I was so distraught. I was so upset. I felt so unlike myself. I just wanted to go home. I wanted to get my head on straight, and I wanted to think about what I needed to do. I think that speaking my truth and being honest about my feelings allows both of us to move forward and find that happiness that we're looking for still.
What's it like moving in with your spouse after being single and living on your own? Now you're married and you're sharing a home with someone.
Living together with someone, you know, learning their habits, learning how they wake up, learning what they do in the morning, like all those little things that we still don't even know all each other's little quips and qualms about each other that we're kind of just picking up daily.
It's scary, mainly because I'm sharing my space with, in essence, a bit of a stranger. And although I have lived with a boyfriend before, I've never lived with a husband.
I think the big transition that I was nervous about was the dogs, and I think she was nervous about too, but once we kind of got in there and they got used to her and they warmed up to her immediately. Took a while for her to pick up poop, but that's understandable. That was given, and that was a given.
What's one thing that Tom has too much of?
He is such a simple person. He doesn't have a lot of things. And I'm trying to think here what's something he has a lot of. Tools, actually. He has a lot of tools.
I guess he needs them for work, right?
He has so many. I'm like, isn't that the same as that? And he's like, no, that does something completely different.
Lillian has way too many bras. And she has them, like, you know, sorted from, I'm like, what do you need this many? Like, it's almost probably 35 bras she owns. And I'm like, those are like $80 a piece. And I'm like, you've got like $5 grand worth of bras in that drawer, and I've got like $20 worth of all my things right there.
And my underwear is wholly hanging out in the top drawer.
Rarely wear underwear. It's mainly board shorts, but you know.
Really?
Yeah, no, like these are, obviously I'm wearing underwear today, but I mean.
Fun fact about Tom that we didn't know, he rarely wears underwear.
Exactly.
And Lillian has a lot of bras. What one thing does Nick have too much of?
Golfing things. Like, way too much. He has I'm not a golfer, so I don't know how many, like, golf
Clubs?
sticks you, yeah, clubs and golf sticks.
What one thing does Sonia have way too much of?
Is that a real question?
Yeah.
Clothes is definitely the wrong answer.
He would say I have too much clothes. Like, way too much clothes. Because he's always like, you could give some away, you could give some away. And I do.
What item of your spouse's would you get rid of?
He has a shirt that he cut up, and in the back it says, I've got what the beaches want.
I got what the beaches
What
want.
the beaches want, yes.
It's a shirt that I use to clean with. It's got holes everywhere. The sleeves are tattered to shreds. And on the back it says, where my beach is at.
So, thankfully he's not very tied to it, so I don't think he'll really miss it if I get rid of it.
If you get rid of it, are you
yeah,
gonna
but that
tell
would
him?
be, probably not. I just, like, give it to someone.
I'd love to toss the dish sponge to clean the dishes.
Okay.
Because that's her favorite thing to do, is by hand, when the dishwasher is working. And I'm just like sometimes it'll take her 45 minutes to do dishes. I'm like, let me help you out a little bit. And just start loading them in there and press start. And I'm like, done, we're done.
I don't want to hurt Tom. I want to take care of him.
I don't let the small things build up into bigger things.
Is this something I really want to do? Because I didn't sign up to do this to get divorced.
I just didn't think that was an option at all.
Finish a sentence. If my spouse had blank, that'd be perfect.
If my spouse had a boat, it would be amazing.
Let me translate that for you. If my spouse had one of those yachts that he works on, I would love it.
Nick showed a little more emotion, he would be perfect.
Aww.
What would it take from him?
Just maybe caring how I perceive caring to be, which is touch and a kiss.
I'm rooting for you, Nick. Come on, show some emotion.
Open up your heart, sir.
She probably said if I had more outward emotion.
Yeah. So this is my little hint to you.
It's your nudge.
Yeah, this is my wink, wink. She wants some more compliments, wink, wink.
Gotcha.
I'm just curious, what is it that keeps you, like, you don't want to give compliments and you're scared to, or are you shy to, or?
I don't think it's any that I don't want to, or I'm scared, or I'm shy. I just think it's the way that I show appreciation or love is not by complimenting. And like I said, I think it's something that I'm slowly working my way into.
What do you think Tom's family thinks about you?
I hope they like me.
Lillian's family is obviously very open. They like me. Her mother definitely thinks the world of me. She's told me that in Spanish and in English.
Everyone got along from day one, and we still get along really well, so I really do hope that it's genuine like.
Yeah. Tell us what you think Nick's mom, Marie, and Jim, what do they think of you?
I think they like me. I think that they appreciate me. I think they may see also the potential in Nick and I, possibly. So.
I think it goes both ways. I think both of our families think very highly of each other, and I think they both are on each of our team for us to, make this work and make it happen.
Tell us something that's specific about you that's important for Tom's family to know.
That I am a very caring person, and I want them to know that I don't want to hurt Tom. I want to take care of him, and I want us to be happy, and I think that's really important for them to know, especially his sister, because she was so worried on the wedding day, and she was like, no, if she is this type of girl, we are not having it.
Tell me something that's really specific about you that you think your in-laws should know about you.
I don't let the small things build up into bigger things. I think that's a really important thing to mention to family, because if they're concerned about things kind of boiling up and then having that knockout, drag-out fight, that for me, I've never been a fan of that because I have friends that do that, and I hate getting that call at 2 o'clock in the morning. I just had a fight, can I come over, stay at your place? It's like, just figure it out.
What adjective best describes your spouse's family?
Loving.
Oh.
They're amazing.
Do you feel like you've really grown to develop a relationship with them this early in your marriage?
Yeah, she hugs me, Marie, Nick's mom, and she's like, I love you. I was like, I love you too. Yeah, she's just like the sweetest woman, and Jim, they're just amazing.
Yeah.
Am I surprised that she took to Sonia? No, because Sonia's so open and warm and a kind person, so it was pretty obvious that happened.
Mother-in-law, daughter-in-law can be like that strenuous, so that's a good
So we're
sign.
past that already.
Yeah. Tell us the first thing that goes through your mind when Pastor Calvin puts the word divorce in front of you.
When he mentions the word divorce, I was like, what? I didn't even know that was an option. Now, that's a heavy word. Is this something I really want to do? Because I didn't sign up to do this to get divorced.
When Pastor Calvin first mentioned the divorce, I just didn't think that was an option at all. Maybe that did seem like the most realistic option because there was so little compromise or any ability for us to really work through it. It just seemed like we were kind of at a dead end, and you know that you need someone who's willing to try to work things out. If someone's not going to even attempt to try to move past things, then I don't know. I guess I thought we were standing at a dead end.
Thanks for watching Unfiltered, the only show that takes you inside the journey of marrying a complete stranger on national television. We hope you enjoyed the show. Don't miss another brand new episode of Married at First Sight next week, right here in FYI.
feel like you're a stranger.
I know, right? I never pictured getting married to a stranger.
You may kiss your bride.